Good morning. It's a Wednesday in February. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in today. I'm in a shirt you've never seen me in before. Look at this. Woo! Oh, the Charlotte Hornets long sleeve warm-up shirt. Oh, dude, I'm feeling this. This shirt right here. Oh, man. It's so good because it doesn't get that cold in South Carolina. So, like, this right here is like a winter fit, but also, like, it breathes really well. And so, like, I mean, today's going to be in the upper 50s. That's a little bit warm, you know? But I think this works, like, I think this works for a range of temperatures of about 40 degrees. About 40 degrees. And that's really good. Yeah, what's up, Brandon? What's up? I'm in DoorDash for at least the next 38 minutes. I haven't accepted an order yet, but I'm at least in the app with the ability to decline orders. Yes. Where can we go for some shade these days, man? What's up, Blake? What's up, Steve? Yeah, man, I thought we would do a little live today. Nothing crazy. Because dude, y'all, no promises. I think some of y'all, my next video upload, you're going to be like, what is this? I don't even understand. What does this have to do with what you normally talk about? I hope you'll be able to see the connection, but it's going to be quite a different random video, but I'm trying to do it well, and I'm putting so much research. I put so much research into it. That looks weird with my pants just sitting back there. And my basketball shoes. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts today, so I got the long sleeve and the shorts. That's why my jeans are in the back. Anyway, I put like an absurd amount of research last night into the next video upload that hopefully will come tomorrow. I'm kind of gonna be discussing another content creator. That person has 297 YouTube shorts. I watched every single one of them. This is kind of weird, but we're gonna do it, I guess. I mean, this is better than doing nothing today, right? We can at least make $10 while we're live today. A 9-item shop and pay from Walgreens is kind of a lot, though, but let's see what it is. Oh, it's like a lot of roses. Dude, it is Valentine's Day. My gentleman, especially, if you didn't realize it was Valentine's Day by 11 a.m., good luck. But at least now you know it's Valentine's Day today. So we're gonna pick up some roses and some chocolates. Yeah, so this person has 297 YouTube shorts. And for research purposes of the video, I watched every single one of them, and I took detailed notes on every single one of them. And that took quite a while. But I kind of nerded out. That's kind of like every once in a while I'll get really obsessive about an idea. And especially when it's very statistic heavy, because I'm pretty good at that. That's kind of my thing. And so I just sat there and I took notes, and I made an Excel spreadsheet, and y'all will know everything that I'm talking about soon enough. But yesterday was basically the day that I had to put a lot of work in for this video. Hours and hours and hours of just sitting at the computer and researching. What's my best way to Walgreens right now? Left or right? I mean, it pretty much doesn't matter. Let's go left. Brandon said, I had my attorney review all of the More Finance shorts. He said, although he is a scammer, I would have no legal basis to sue. I bet he's got more than 297. I mean, when I decided to do that, 297 shorts, I thought like, oh, it won't take that long. They're just shorts. But many of them, dude, it just adds up, especially when you're taking notes on each of them. Oh, man. And it was the kind of thing like once you're halfway done, you don't just do half and then quit. I mean, I was committed. Once I was halfway in, I was like, all right, this is taking longer than I thought, but we're doing this. We're going all the way. And I think I finished at 3 a.m. last night. Speaking of the Hornets, we play tonight. We also played Monday. So I won't be there tonight, but I was there on Monday. And we got a W. And we saw the debuts of Seth Curry, Grant Williams, all the new guys. Mitchich, Bertans, and Trey Mann. Trey Mann started the game. We traded Trey Mann and then made him a starter on night one. But we got a W. Against a decent team. The Pacers are a playoff team. They played their guys. It's not like, Halliburton and Siakam played and we still beat them. And I'm amped, man, because we still, like, LaMelo's not playing. Mark Williams is not playing. But now we actually have some depth. Like, we actually have some bench players. Part of my problem with the Hornets has been, like, who are these people on the bench? I feel like I'm literally as good as some of our former bench players. And I'm not really kidding you. I mean, I know that I'm probably not, but I do think I'm a better shooter than some of them were. Legitimately, I believe I'm a better shooter than some of our players were. My problem with playing in the NBA is, like, not the offensive end. My issue is I'd get scored on every defensive possession because I'm just too little. I'm just too small. And Nurkic would get on me and slap the floor when he scored on me like he did to Draymond. And vice versa. Blake says, as an OKC fan, I was hoping we played Trey Mann. Kid can hoop. Yeah, dude. He was on triple-double alert in his first game with us. I was like, who is this? I mean, he was just active on the boards, pushed the ball, could score a little bit, could clearly, like, didn't overshoot. Like, could have scored more if he wanted to. Blake is going to be solid in Charlotte. Yeah, I'm excited about him. But yeah, like, we had dudes on the team like Book Night. We ended up releasing Book Night. That dude was trash. Bryce McGowan's maybe belongs on an NBA roster, but, like, in my opinion, doesn't belong on the floor. Not to play, like, not for any serious amount of minutes. JT Thor? does not belong on an NBA basketball court. Who else? I don't know. Those three always kind of bothered me. I'm like, these three players are G League players, man. No offense at all. But like when you go from that to now bringing Seth Curry and Grant Williams and um, even Bertans decent, like these are actually real NBA players. Blake says Bryce is from South Carolina, right? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know. By the way, we're going to get into the Super Bowl and the ads and like all that. So Hornets talk won't be the only sports talk. So if you're not a sports person, today's not the day for you here on the Welty live stream. I'm just going to let you know that now. I am going to go do this shop, though. Let me get it done. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna try to be careful with these flowers. What's up, Jehu? These flowers are kind of already looking a little weak, in my opinion. I got the 3 best dozen that they had. It's also not exactly what my customer ordered, but like it's all they really had. So limited options here, and they were very specific too. They were like, don't put it in a Walgreens bag. Like they were like, don't leave it at the door in a Walgreens bag. Leave it in a gift bag. This was over $100 right here. And they're paying me. So this was over $110 for 3 dozen flowers, a gift bag, and 2 bags of chocolate. Anyway, so I watched the Super Bowl, as did, I think, all of you. I don't know if I have a viewer that didn't watch the Super Bowl. It ended up being apparently the most watched television program ever, supposedly. Which is amazing because I started looking at some like popular YouTubers like Mr. Beast or whatnot. And Mr. Beast consistently averages more views per video than the #1 viewed television program in history, apparently, because there were, what I was seeing is 123 million watched the Super Bowl, and it's not unusual for Mr. Beast to pull 200 million views on a YouTube video. And that's just on his main channel. And then the same videos are getting viewed, dubbed in other languages on other channels. Crazy. Brandon said Bud Soda doesn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't know that. That's a good fact. He missed a good one. Second overtime Super Bowl in history. Halftime show, kind of weak, but also benefits from low expectations. It was exactly what I expected from an Usher halftime show. Exactly. Precisely on point. I mean, a lot of people were like I was hearing Allison, she was like, you know, he kind of put Justin Bieber on the map. Is Bieber? She was like, is Bieber going to perform in the Super Bowl? And I was like, no, there's no shot. No shot. Because you don't get your own Super Bowl and then put somebody on that's going to completely cuck you, you know? In terms of if you're Usher and you let Justin Bieber on the stage, it is now officially the Justin Bieber Super Bowl halftime show. And that's how it will be on social media, and that's how it will be remembered. So you don't do that if you're Usher. You bring out somebody washed up like Alicia Keys. So it was exactly what I thought we were going to see. Little roller skates routine. A little male stripper action, you know, taking the shirt off. Everybody got what they thought they were going to get when it came to Usher. And I feel like we got what we thought we were going to get when it came to the actual game. I mean, those last couple drives there when Patrick Mahomes had to match the 49ers scores, was there any doubt? There wasn't for me, man. I was hosting. We decided to host this time for the Super Bowl, and I was telling my people, I was like, this game's over, man. This game's over. The team that currently is losing has already won the game. Just by virtue of the fact that their quarterback has the ball in his hands. This is officially over. They've already won. He's automatic. Automatic. All right, here we go. Please don't knock. And I'm delivering these flowers to a house that has a giant, like bigger than usual, beware of the dog sign. It's unusually large. So that's interesting. Big time, man. They added $10 to us. They threw another tenner out there. $120 Valentine's order right there. At least. Hey, I respect it, but, you know, I mean, this neighborhood I'm delivering to right here is no, you know, it's not really that different than my own. I live in a very similar home, and, you know, I'm not throwing $120 on a Valentine's Day gift. I'm just not. I don't have enough money for that. Who do we have here? Bobby with another new profile picture. Lots of shopping pays being offered to me right now. That must be the thing today on Valentine's Day, huh? Plus, I heard something about a strike today. That could also be a reason for increased offers today. I didn't hear about the strike until a Nugs poll, like 10 minutes before I went live or something like that. I saw that on YouTube, and he asked people like, "Are you participating in the strike today?" And I selected like, I didn't even know there was supposed to be a strike today. And more than half the responders in the poll responded the same way. These gig economy strikes are so absolutely meaningless. I mean, I used to think like the apps might feel it a little bit. Now I think like I don't think they feel it at all. I think people strike, and the only entity that even notices is yourself. That's it. The only person's life you changed even a little bit is your own. Let me catch up on these comments. Oh, and let me see if I can extend Dash. I can't. I'm supposed to lose this DoorDash in 7 minutes. If that's true, we're going to have a short live today. But hey, we made $20, and let me put that in here too. We made $20, so we're good. Hey, we had a $20 hour. How about that? No matter what happens, we made it. Okay, let me catch up on these comments. Brandon says there's no sports to be watched when there's stacks to be delivered. Dan Campbell would have given the ball back to Mahomes with 2 minutes left. Oh, would not have. He would have went for it on 4th and 4 instead of kicking the field goal. Yeah, but the problem is Dan Campbell, in my opinion, is a coach who is literally incapable of making it to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm putting my name on that take right now. Hot take. Dan Campbell you will never see him as the head coach of a Super Bowl football team. So who gives a crap what he would do? Bobby says, "What's good? Hope you're making good money." Brandon says, "Bobby, what did you get just today?" And Bobby says, "My favorite moment from the Super Bowl is the pick." Bobby says, to respond to Brandon, Bobby says, "Nothing, Brandon. Me and her rarely celebrate today. We appreciate each other every day." You know what? I agree with that. That's how Allison and I kind of roll. Usually what we did in the past, especially in our dating phase, And I guess even still, like last year, what we did was we just we did Outback Steakhouse takeout and brought it back home because we had some sort of a coupon for that. We got a decent deal on the meal. Other times we used to go to a restaurant, like a different kind of much nicer restaurant than we would typically. A couple different years we went to a restaurant called Buca de Beppo, which for us is kind of, that's pretty nice for us. I think we did a Red Lobster once. So things like that. We usually go dine in at places that we don't just go to randomly. Brennan says, what kind of politically correct answer is that? What? What are you talking about? Brennan says, what are you doing still following Nugs? Are we not following Nugs anymore? What happened? Why aren't we following Nugs? Bobby says, any place we go, it's going to be packed. Not worth it. Yeah, I mean, I used to like call ahead and reserve. I would reserve places. How do y'all think I got Allison, man? Your boy's got some game. Your boy knew what he was doing, man. Your boy was prepared with it. Oh, man, I'm talking like weeks in advance. Your boy was calling restaurants talking about, I need a table for 2, baby. And that's why I was 23 and married. Brandon said he got boring. I'm not going to lie. Nugs' videos been disappointing lately, in my opinion. The video, like the concepts themselves. It's not that he doesn't do well with the video. He does fine with the video. He's a good editor. He's funny. But yeah, I just don't give a crap about basic YouTube, GigTube videos anymore. Just, I took 100 orders in a row. Let me show you how much money I made. Or what, I don't even know. I've watched every single Nugs video though, but yeah, man, I'm just not into it. I feel like my videos are it's to the point where it frustrates me to watch videos like that get more views than mine when I feel like I am bringing a lot more to the table. So I just don't really watch them anymore from anybody other than like the gig tubers that I'm already kind of loyal to. Yeah, man. Have the balls to do your little gig shift and then risk all the money at the casino, baby. I'll watch that video every time, boy. Brandon said, it's like when you break up with the ex a few times, but the sex isn't as good anymore. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for that. Allison was my first, like, genuinely serious relationship. I was never with somebody enough to, like, get back with an ex. I'm not even sure, as I think about it. I don't really think I have anybody on this earth that would qualify as an ex anyway. I mean, you'd have to ask them, I guess, but not in my opinion. I wouldn't call anybody an ex. But I didn't date very much. I knew what I was looking for, and despite some of the YouTube comments I get, I got a comment the other day. You don't have a face for doing videos, bro. They said, you do not have a face for doing video. Quit. Just quit. And so despite what I look like, I had very high standards, and that's what. Oh, we just lost our DoorDash. Can we get in though? It's still busy. Give me that. There we go. We got another hour, y'all. We're back in. Yeah, dude. In high school, I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple crushes. I did, but and I guess this is fine conversation because it's Valentine's Day. But in high school, I never even had a Valentine. I just never did. I guess a few contributing factors. Number one, in my opinion, I have high standards. Probably, well, it's good to have high standards, but my guess is, I mean, I have a hard time judging my own looks because I'm not a girl. So, my guess is that my standards for physical attractiveness are certainly higher than where I would exist on the same scale for women. And I'm fine with that. I have self-awareness. That's why I bring other stuff to the table. So for that reason, I was not dating much in high school. The other reasons would be I would finally find somebody that I liked, and I would fixate on that person even if they didn't like me back. And I'd be like, I know she said no, but I like this girl and I'm just gonna keep trying. And I wasted a lot of time doing that. What's up, Tony? What's up, Giggity? What's up? What are some other reasons I didn't date in high school or middle school? Those are two big reasons. I don't know, man. I mean, I was very similar to how I am today. I was like this in high school, except for I was a little less talkative. But I had the same sort of like, it's not that my opinions are rare, but it's kind of rare that someone would have the opinions that I have and also care to the degree that I care. Because most people are like, whatever. Whatever. I'd rather relax and like be happier than be upset and like analyze the world and be upset about it. Because people think that they can't really do anything about it. People think like, I can't really do anything about it, so whatever. Doesn't make me super happy, but I'm not going to stress about it. And I can't really get there mentally. And so it made me a form of intense, and as a high schooler, it made me a form of intense that was probably a turnoff to people. Brandon says, you're as loyal to Allison as you are to your crusty hats. I got to show her that comment. I'm going to like screen record that. Tony says it's because you didn't go to high school with Allison. We've had that discussion a few times. She tells me that if we went to the same high school, I wouldn't have liked her. And I don't know. That's probably true. I don't know, though. I think she doesn't give herself enough credit. I don't know. Actually, what probably... Hey, we can get real right here on a Valentine's Day. Hopefully Allison doesn't get upset with me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Since we're on the topic, I think what would have turned me off to Allison in high school would be being aware of who the other people are that she was interested in or had previously dated. I think because I know about her prior relationships from an outside perspective now, from her perspective years later, and I hear stories and stuff and all this, and I have some sort of a history, and I would know who the people are, but I've never met them. And if I was just a dude in high school and I knew the other dudes, I believe what would have turned me off to Allison is believing like, oh, I don't belong in a category with these same people you've already dated. I think she, and no offense to these gentlemen, if any of them find me on the internet, um, well, I guess offense. Take offense. I don't care. They're just not on my level, and that's why they didn't last, and I did. We'll just leave it at that. But yeah, when a person has a dating history that's not very quality, it has to affect your feeling for them, right? Because you would think, well, they must be. You can tell a lot from a person by the people that they tolerate as partners. Tony said I didn't date in high school either. Yeah, and look what happened. We won. Allison's 10-year high school reunion would be next year, y'all. Next year. And she already tells me she's not going. I'm definitely going to mine. Mine will be the year after that, 2026, baby. I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going, man, because it's just going to be interesting to see where people's lives are at. Because from what I understand, based on how I keep up with people, aside from family wealth, aside from that, daddy's money people, in terms of like people's own individual merit, what appears to have happened, in my opinion, is the people sort of toward the bottom of the cool scale in high school are far outpacing the people who were at the top to this point, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to the reunion, baby. Let's see how it is. Let's see how it's been going. I guess I can just tell more high school stories that don't have to do with Valentine's Day. The first time I got in a political was in high school, and I didn't even really know that I was political to this point. This would have been before Trump even announced his 2016 campaign, because that happened toward the very end of my high school. I was lucky. I was born at the right time, so I was a fresh 18 years old, but I was able to vote in 2016 as a high schooler, like leaving high school. But before that, I didn't really realize that I had strong political opinions. I just knew that I knew I had strong opinions, though, about just like everyday sort of things. But somebody said something that was political. And for the first time, I was like, that's just flat wrong, bro. And I called him out in class. It was an art class. It was one of these art classes where everybody it's just like 8 long tables, and they arrange them in like a square with a big, like the teacher just hangs out in the middle, big empty space in the middle of the tables. And so you're not, I guess you have people to the left and right of you, but most people in the class, in the seating arrangement, they're just like across from you, or, you're just kind of looking at them. Everybody's kind of looking toward the center of the classroom at the same spot. And right across from me, dead across from me, buddy says, kind of randomly, I just heard the comment. The quote was, "I would vote for Obama based on no other factor other than he's black. He has my vote." That's it. And I commented right back, and I said, "Well, that's why 17-year-olds don't get to vote, because it's not thought out like that. I mean, there's no thought behind that, and that's why 17-year-olds don't get to vote. So that's why you won't be, that's why you don't have the opportunity to vote for Obama. And that's why no 17-year-old does, because they think with no thought, like you just demonstrated." And he got really, actually mad about that. And I thought, I was like, man, this is not personal, bro. That comment's not personal. I would say that to anybody. I would say that to my best friend or my worst adversary, because it's just true no matter what. It's just truth. But he told me he was going to fight me. And he actually meant it, because then things kind of cooled off. I thought it was over. I walked out of the class that day, and there was a line of students. Also remember, in this time, I wasn't big on social media. I wasn't a big social media guy in high school. And he had apparently tweeted something about me and was like, "I'm fighting this kid outside of this class. Be there with your phones ready to record." And I walked out of class at the bell, and sure enough, there was a line of people, sort of blocking my way out of the class, mostly. And just in the hallway, a whole bunch of people not walking toward their next class, just standing there with phones out. And then all of a sudden, it was me and the dude. And he was like, "Oh, you thought I was joking?" And I was like, "Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, I thought you were kidding. I didn't think you had the stones to do this." But I was like, "Hey, I guess this is gonna happen." And we stood there, and I didn't really move. I kept my arms down, and I just stood there and looked at him. And I said it loud enough for the cameras to hear it. I said, "Hey, you can make this whatever you want to make it, but I'm a person that's I've always been keenly aware of cameras and how you come across on camera." And I said, "You can, we can do whatever you want to do right here, but it's going to be very obvious to the camera that this wasn't as much a fight as it will be an assault. So you decide what you would do, because you're definitely making the first move." And I said, I'm literally going to allow you to absolutely plant the first punch. I'm not even going to duck it. I told him I'm not going to duck it. So get your shot. But how this will appear on video is going to be a one-sided assault to begin with. And that changed the it's almost like I spoke some sense into him. He did not do it. So that's how, I've heard high schoolers talk about ways. What you do is you act like you want to fight, but take all your clothes off. Take your shirt and your shorts off, and then get in a fight stance. And it will throw, like, the person that's upset at you will be like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. Like, no. And then you're out of the fight. Well, there's ways to do that without taking your clothes off. You can verbally undress a person. That'll be the quote of the day. You can verbally undress a person. Welty 2024. Tony says, my 17-year-old turns 18 2 weeks after Election Day, too. Too bad. One less conservative able to vote. Yeah, man, that stinks. Gaby says, you're a beast in your own right. I don't know, man. Excuse me. You know what's funny is the one person who actually punched me in high school was Caleb, my best man, my best friend. We had a dispute one time over a Frisbee. And he hit me as hard as he could in the nuts. And I guess now I need to explain. But we played a lot of Frisbee, and I guess if you're like a really good Frisbee thrower, you'll know this is true. You can bounce a Frisbee off the ground and get it to come back up, and you can throw a Frisbee with pretty good accuracy off the ground. And I had a phase where I would like do that every time. I'd skip it off the track. I would like skip it off the track to him. And he didn't like that because it was his Frisbee. And, it'll mess up like the edges of the Frisbee if you do that a lot. And he was like, I get that you can make that throw. Like, I get that you figured it out, but you're going to stop doing that. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep throwing the Frisbee off the ground. And then he told me, he's a lot like me, where it's like, again, no hard feelings, but I'm going to give you a warning. And like whatever I say, it like if I say it, I mean it. Caleb's a lot like that too. He said, if you do that one more time, I'm hitting you in the nuts. And obviously the very next throw, I had to do it. And yeah, he hit me so hard. (9/11), 2.8 miles. Let's do it. Brandon says, I could see Welty arguing with the DMV about needing to take off his sunglasses and hat for the driver's license photo. Yeah, you know me very well. That exact scenario has happened in real life. Yes. Or the other one was the passport photo. They wanted me to do that too. I was like, I was like, don't you understand that, like you're telling me that the reason that I need to take the hat off, I was like, you're telling me that the reason I need to take it off is so that they can identify me and so that I look the same in the picture as I will then. I said, I promise you I will have this hat on whatever day. I was like, if you want me to look like my picture, then let me wear the hat. Because that's what I'm going to look like. I mean, the whole point of the picture is to identify the person. And this is what I look like, bro. If I get pulled over, if a cop pulls me over, this is what I'm going to look like. I missed my turn too. I missed my turn. I haven't been to this restaurant in a while. I got a feeling that this food is not going to be ready yet. I've just got a suspicion it's not going to be ready yet. But I'm going in. Not a bad wait. Not bad at all. What's up, Chris? Yep, that's the shrimp boat right there. Which is weird for those that aren't in my area. The shrimp boat is known for their chicken, which I don't really understand. So I guess they should be called the chicken boat. Oh no, crap. We're going to a place I don't like to go to. We're going to it's like a home for people that need to be taken care of. Either really old sick people or like invalids. And it always depresses me when I go here. And they, obviously they're getting a lot of deliveries because they can't go get it themselves. So it's tough because I feel like on a day-to-day basis, I don't really think about the potential for life to look like that on a daily basis. I just wake up and I've got 4 limbs that work and I can breathe right and I can talk and I can swallow my food, and it's just sad, man. Not everybody lives like that every day. And what's really bad? What's up, Hidden Scratch Frenzy? Thanks for checking in again. I need to know from you in the chat, if you're still here, do you know who Bretsky is? Do you know who the content creator Bretsky is? Anyway, while he answers that, yeah, it's definitely a wake up. It's a wake up call when I feel like I'm having a bad shift and I'm pissed off, but then I deliver food to somebody that can't walk out of the same building that I'm walking out of. And it's like, am I really going to be upset about a bad shift now? You can't be, man. You can't be. And people would hear me say all this and be like, well, why don't you like going there then? These sound like reasons that you might not mind going there. It's good to have that perspective. But it just it bums me out though. It really bums me out. You do not know who Bretsky is. Okay. Never mind then. Never mind. If you watch my next video, you'll know who Bretsky is. I think you will appreciate my next video more than most of my other viewers will. Should we do a 12? Should we do this right here? 10 item? 1286 1 mile 10 item? I'm going to give this a shot and see what it is. Let's see what it is I'm shopping for here. A teddy bear, makeup. Oh, I don't know if we should do this. Feminine supplies, toilet spray, water, 24 count of water. I don't know, y'all. God, it's $12 per mile though. Where am I from? I'm from the Carolinas. I'm on the Carolina border. I'm 30 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm torn on this DoorDash, y'all. I think I'm going to do it, though. The reason I'm going to do it is because we had a $20 first hour. On one order, we had a $20 first hour. Now we're 10 minutes into hour number 2. I'm already going to make a $9 delivery right here. So even if the shop and pay takes me half an hour, then it'll still be a $20 second hour as well. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be a wimp. I'm going to do it. Chris says you will never find the makeup. If Grubhub comes and gives me a better offer, I'll take it, but I'm going to do it. I'm so dumb, dude. I'm such an idiot. I looked at where this food was going to, and I assumed it would be this building, and it's not even it's not even the building that we just talked about. It's a different one. Crap, man. We're not far from where we need to be, but that's what I get for making an assumption. I should have checked the exact address. I just thought it was definitely going to be that building. Is this a double speed bump? What in the... And another speed bump. Okay, so we're not delivering to the special care facility. We're delivering to a dentist. Or not even a dentist, a dental laboratory. Hidden Scratch Frenzy says, I never do DoorDash with multiple items. It's always a hassle. Everybody's telling me not to do this one. It's so funny. Usually it's the other way around. Usually people are like, you should have accepted that one. And I'm like, nah. Hey, when this shop is over, I'm going to be glad I did it. Because then we've only got a 1 mile drive for making 12 bucks. 24 count of water, a couple different makeup items, a couple different like Starbucks coffees, like coffee cans. I think that's about it. I don't know. Hopefully we'll get lucky on the makeup and everything will be where it needs to be. Walgreens is better than Dollar General. If this was a Dollar General order, I would not have done it. Oh, is that what they do there, Chris? They make dentures. Interesting. That's why they're in the same general area as the old person's facility. Same little complex. Oh yeah, and the teddy bear. I gotta find a teddy bear. That shouldn't be too difficult. Women's deodorant, 3 different makeup products. All right, y'all. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I'm not in there too long. My goal for this is going to be 10 minutes. I think that's a reasonable goal. All right, how long was it? 18? 10 minutes turned into 18. Don't worry about it though. We got an Uber Eats as well. $9.90 Uber Eat, 2 miles, same general direction that we were heading anyway, I believe. And we just got to go across the street to make this pickups. And because that took so long, this food right here should be ready as soon as we walk in. Let's just get over here. So that shop took a second, but we're about to make $21 in like 5 or 10 minutes. So we're gonna be all right. All right, let's keep it moving. We're almost done with the pickups. All right, we're going DoorDash drop first because it's closer, and apparently they're telling me we're already late for the DoorDash delivery. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. I don't think that's really fair. I don't know what they expected from me here, but It is what it is. This was supposed to be delivered 9 minutes ago, it says. I don't know how that would have been done. So I don't know. I might have to like protest a contract violation here or something. I don't know. That feels like usually DoorDash gives you a lot more time, especially on a shop and pay. So I don't know. Maybe, who knows? It is what it is, though. All we can do now is deliver it as fast as we can. What do the comments say? Brandon said, Welty drinking actual Coca-Cola instead of off-brand. He must have recently won big on gambling. I didn't even think about that. Nah, man, the reason we switch it up from Summit to back to Coca-Cola, back and forth, is because I don't have a brand deal with either. So if they want to reach out to the channel, throw me a, 10 grand or something like that, then I'll drink the same soda every day. How about that? You got to pay for your product placement here on Welty. And by the way, Coca-Cola, 10 grand, that's just today's price. Tomorrow's price has already gone up, so don't even quote me on that price. My price goes up quickly. Leave it at the door. Please just leave it on the front porch. Thank you for shopping and have a wonderful day. Oh, there it is. All right, I see our house. We're 12 minutes late, apparently. Again, I don't really agree with that assessment. I'm trying to think. I mean, I know I accepted the order before we made the last delivery too, but like, I don't feel like that much time passed. So I don't really. If I get a contract violation for this, we're going to have an issue. I'm going to have to call DoorDash because that doesn't seem right to me. Doesn't seem right. I think that might be higher than what we expected again. 1386. Now DoorDash kicked me out. It's a good thing we've got this Uber order to finish up. Oh, I can go check and see, I guess, if I got a contract violation. No, I don't have one. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I'm not getting a contract violation for that. Here's my numbers though while we're at it. 486 rating, 5% AR, 95s on completion and on time or early. I still don't understand. Like, it's almost like every time I check my rating out of 5 stars, I'm always below a 4.9 because like there's always one person that will give me like a 1 star. And I honestly don't know. Like, I feel like if I get a 1 star rating, I should be able to recall, like, oh yeah, so and so bad thing happened, and I understand why they would give me a 1 star rating. I never have any idea what that's even about. I can't remember the last exchange that I had on DoorDash that was like really negative or an order that didn't go well. So whoever's given me a 1 star rating, I don't know why. I have literally no idea. No clue. Couldn't tell you. Tony says baby Tony is getting his up. What? Getting his up dose for his peanut allergy. Dad and Tony having some bro time. It's good, man. It's good to get time with the fam. Okay, I've got a difficult drop off right here. This is, see, as far as Rock Hill goes, I'll show y'all the street. We're on Main Street. I know to a lot of people that deliver in like big time major cities, this is nothing. But for Rock Hill, like the idea that I would have to parallel park is very rare. I guess I can scoop this spot right here. I don't know, man. That's gonna have to be good enough right there. And I might have to walk. I forget where we're going here. Oh, we're not very far. We're not very far away. Oh, wow. That was really confusing. Difficult drop. Got stuck in a building, and so what happened first was I saw, okay, I'm supposed to deliver to Suite 300 in this building, and I get on the elevator, and there is no third floor. Like, the first option on the elevator is either floor 4 or floor 5. And somebody was already on the elevator that appears to be a I didn't realize it at the time, but appears to be a cleaning lady for the people who live on the 5th floor. So this building has offices on the 3rd floor, but apparently up top you can actually live up top. So super awkward, because I was thinking, okay, obviously all of these floors are just going to be offices. So I just get on the elevator. I tell her I need the 3rd floor. She's going up to 5. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to get to the 3rd floor. There's no 3rd floor option here. And so I was just like, okay, I'll just go up to like the 5th floor with you, and I'll ask them. Well, we get up to the 5th floor, and it's just a obviously very wealthy old couple. Beautiful freaking interior. Grand piano. Just immaculately decorated. I hope that cleaning lady's not getting like chewed out for letting somebody come up there with her, because that's probably not what they wanted, is for an everyday person like me to just walk up in there. So I walk off the elevator thinking I'm walking into an office, and really I'm walking into somebody's living room. And told them the situation. They told me how to find their correct suite. I found the correct suite. Outside of that is a sign on the door that says we're moving offices to Suite 303. So I go across the hallway, go to Suite 303. I asked the little lady at reception in Suite 303. I said, I'm looking for a Catherine, because I hadn't read my delivery instructions yet. So she didn't know who Catherine was. Turns out I was delivering for Catherine's fiance, who does work in Suite 303. But at first, she was like, I don't know who that is. You're going to have to go back to Suite 300. Maybe they're in there. So the door to Suite 300 was cracked. So I went back to the other suite. I just walk in there. There's construction going on. I walked all throughout the entire suite. There's nobody in there, but like music is playing. There's clearly like supposed to be somebody in there, but they had stepped out for a break or whatever. Finally, I go back to Suite 303 again. Then that's when I realized that Catherine wasn't the one. The person who placed the order wasn't the person who was being delivered to. Finally found the person's desk because they were on lunch break. I called Catherine too. I got Catherine on the phone. I'm like, I don't know where your guy's at. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I must have done it too soon. Like, my timing was bad ordering this. He's on lunch break. I guess he'll just have to get it when he comes back. So I left it on his desk. Anyway, there's the long story of what just happened, but all that just to deliver one little bag of bundt cakes. And that, my friends, is why you shouldn't be too scared about the AI drone food delivery systems that they're setting up, because that right there, these little drones aren't going to be able to do that. I wonder how much money we've made now. In the comment, oh, I forgot to pin the comment too. I forgot to pin the comment way back. Here we go. Current live stream earnings $20.17. I wonder how much we've made now. I'm gonna have to take a pit stop and figure out where we're at. So we're 2 hours into the stream now. Surely I think we've made about $50 off the top of my head. I'm currently not able to DoorDash. I'm out of the app. I could hit, you know what I'll do is I'll hit this right here. Okay, I'm sort of back in, but not really. I chose the zone above me, and I clicked dash along the way. Because I figure that's better than nothing. We'll see what happens. Okay, so in actuality, I've made $34.03 on DoorDash. And we've done a couple Uber deliveries. I'm expecting 911 from one, 990 from the other. $53.04. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Pretty darn good days. Shout out to everybody who is on strike today so that I can get all these good orders. I would have liked to play that piano, man. I complimented them on it too. I said I really like that piano. She said, "Thank you. It was my mother's." I have been doing an awful lot of Taco Bell recently. Like, it feels like every day that I've been eating at Taco Bell. But, I mean, until I get a better deal, I'm just going to keep going here. It feels like the only place that I can eat a reasonable lunch for $4. I can't even go to like a grocery store and buy I would spend more than $4 getting lunch food in a grocery store. So that's why I keep coming here. Tony said, I looked at Uber this morning, more surge yesterday than today. I don't think Denver is striking.
Taco Bell, order when you're ready.
Hey, do y'all have water?
Yeah, we do.
All right, I'll take an ice water.
Okay, you can pull for it.
Oh, I need food too, though.
All right, pull for it.
You don't want me to order my food?
Yeah, you can order your food. I thought you just wanted water.
No, I'm trying to order food.
Well, go ahead then.
I'll take a loaded beef nacho and spicy potato soft taco.
All right, that was the loaded beef nacho. What else for you?
A spicy potato soft taco.
Okay, anything else?
Just fire sauce.
All right. That'll be $4.55.
Appreciate it. She thought all your boy wanted was the water. Chris said 2 hot dogs at QT is $4. Yeah, I'm more of a taquito guy. That I guess that's what you call them. I call them taquitos. But that doesn't fill me up like I mean, I'll show y'all when I get it. A spicy potato soft taco and a loaded beef nacho is $4.55 with a water, and it like fills me up until dinner.
There, $4.55, sir.
Appreciate it.
No problem. There you go.
Thank you.
You have one to say, okay?
Thanks. Can I get a bunch of fire sauce?
Yeah. You good, man? Have a good one.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got the first Uber tip came in at the expected total. I am curious as to whether or not our second Uber is going to go up, just because if the customer feels bad about the confusion because I could not find that person, you know, maybe they'll increase the tip. Because that inconvenienced me. We'll see. Okay, so you got your taco. And yeah, there's no meat on it, but it's $1, man. $1. I mean, back in the day when I was a kid, every place would have a dollar menu. Every place. And I would eat nice just off the dollar menu. I remember back in the day, I'd eat at McDonald's for $3 and change. 3 and change, and that would get me 2 whole sandwiches, and like I'd get like 2 cookies for a dessert. I'd get a McChicken and a McDouble and like 2 cookies for $3. If you get that today, it's like $9. Or it's not that bad, but it's like, you know, it's $5 or $6 for that. So this is like, this spicy potato soft taco, that's one of the last items on earth that you can buy for $1. I swear, dude, you go to a store and you can't even buy a ring pop for $1. You can't even get a ring pop. Or like, you know, like Mentos, what do they call them? Mentos, the mints that you stick in the Coke bottles and it explodes the soda. Little chewy mints. You can't even get those for $1. I looked the other day. It's like $2 now. I used to buy them for 79 cents. So the taco is like a little appetizer, and then I moved to the loaded beef nacho, which is $3. But like, look what you get for $3 though. By the way, this is not a Taco Bell ad. I mean, I will poop on Taco Bell as quickly as I will support them, because they do some things that piss me off too. But here you go. And that's got meat on it. $3. That's enough. That's a lunch right there with the taco. That's as good as it gets. Back in my day, yeah. Greg Cody, if y'all don't know who Greg Cody is. GregCote. Look up Greg Cody back in my day. That'll keep you entertained for quite a while. I'm going to turn my apps off. That's going to be... Oh, my zone is busy somehow. Let's see. Not really. I'm not going back out. That's going to end my lunch shift, y'all. Allison will be home in about an hour. And then I'm going to head to the university. I'm going to keep doing research. I've got a little bit more research to put into my video upload coming tomorrow. I may or may not go live tomorrow. Probably not. Probably not. But instead, you're going to get a video upload that I'm really excited about, because I'm gonna be teaching y'all about something that you probably don't know about. I'm gonna give you some context, and I'm gonna explain mathematically, sort of a little. It's a fusion of YouTube strategy, gambling strategy, how to pop off on, using YouTube short. Like, it's gonna be interesting. I used to be, like, when I was in high school. We'll finish this live how we started when I was talking about high school. I was big into journalism in high school. I took as many semesters of journalism as I possibly could. As a senior, by the end of it, I was the editor-in-chief of my school's publication. They transitioned from a newspaper to a magazine back in my day. They transitioned from a newspaper to a magazine. I was editor-in-chief of our magazine for a year. And it's been like, I used to think that I wanted to go into journalism as a career. I'm really glad that I didn't now, because nobody trusts journalism. Like, nobody trusts the media anymore. Plus, they don't really make much money. So I'm glad that I didn't end up following this route. But at one point, I was convinced I'm going to be a journalist. And with this video, I feel like I stretched some muscles that I haven't stretched since journalism class in high school. Dug deep. I did some research. I found out some things, maybe even that I shouldn't even find out. I might have gone a little too far. I have some information that I can't even put in the video, because it would just be, like, weird. Too much. So some stuff I'm going to keep to myself. But anyway, this journalistic practice, it's good. So it'll be a video where Giggity said Welty News Network, UUNN. But anyway, a lot of my videos are sort of off the cuff. They just follow a chronological series of events, and whatever happens, happens. That's not how this next one will be. It is going to be I'm going to be reading off of a script, because what I'm basically doing is I'm writing an article and then just reading it and turning it into a video, since people don't read anymore. So it feels good to be doing what I thought that like 15 years ago, I would have told you that I would be doing something very similar to this. I'm writing an interesting article, and I'm going to present it in the form of a video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Decent money today, $53 for a lunch shift. I'll take it. Good luck to the rest of you. Happy Valentine's Day. I will see you next time on Welty.